Hey guys, what's up? This is Sideyard Rose here. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about the higher education system, my thoughts on it, whether I think it's a good investment or not. So that's what I'm going to be getting into. And the first thing that I want to mention is, and this is from CNBC, is that students at public four-year universities in 1988 paid $3,190, and that's adjusted to reflect what it would cost in 2017. In 2017, the price was $9,870. That is a substantial increase. It's 213%, and that not only causes issues with students going to college, you get out of college with more debt. You can't declare bankruptcy on that debt. So you get out of college, let's say you have a bachelor's degree. I've got statistics here from the Bureau of Labor Statistics too. So bachelor's degree is $1,173 per week median, and a 2.5 unemployment rate. But let's say you get out of school with a bachelor's degree. Okay, so you have your student loan debt to pay off, which is $9,870 a year. So multiply that by 4, or 5 in some situations maybe. So you get out, you got student loan debt, you got car loans, you got a mortgage, you got insurance to pay for. It's a lot of money. And not only that, you're not going to have as much disposable income upon paying all that to invest, to buy products. That's going to cause issues with the economy moving forward. Student loan debt right now is at $1.5 trillion. That is an astronomical number. We really need to do something about that. I don't know exactly what yet, or my thoughts on that specifically going forward. I can make another video on that, but that's just kind of right off the bat. Private schools have also seen a 130% increase, but I'm not going to touch on that as much because they are private universities. They can kind of do what they want. I don't really have much of a quarrel with that. But public universities being $9,870 in 2017 is ridiculous. And I don't think that we can get that to free. I mean, college is supposed to be an investment, but certainly I would like to see that lowered and see what we could do about that. So I was looking, and this is one of the things that I wanted to mention, because I attended a community college for like 4 semesters. I did all right. It just really wasn't for me. In 2014 to 15, this is from the Princeton Review, the in-state cost of community college was $3,347. That's a reasonable investment. You can work while going to school and probably pay some of that off, if not a majority or all of it. So that is something to keep in mind if you are looking to go to college, that community college is a good option and a good investment. And then you could transfer out, or if you want to get an associate's degree, you could really do both. You could save on room and board. So that would be a reasonable investment, which is another thing that I think is a problem with universities right now, is, like when I went to community college, you not only pay the $3,347, let's say, but then you got book costs on top of that. And a lot of times we wouldn't even use the books. Sometimes, like for one of my math classes, we had to purchase an online key to get a textbook for a semester that we hardly used online. And it was $120 maybe for one semester. That's ridiculous. I mean, you don't even get to keep that after the class to continue learning, to touch up. So that's just a complete and utter waste of money that I think is an issue with the school system right now that they really need to account for. And another thing I found interesting is I was looking at the top 10 highest paying college majors, and throughout here, I'm looking down at my notes right now, there's a lot of engineering, which I think makes sense, petroleum, nuclear, chemical, marine. Economics was another one that was pretty high, which I think makes sense. Obviously engineering, we need engineers to build things, economics, mathematics. And so I think if you are planning to go to college and you are looking to go for engineering, I still think that's a very good investment. But the liberal arts I'm not as sure about right now, just because what are you going to do with that? You may go into law, so it could end up being worth it, but that is something to keep in mind. So I would just think about that. A number of universities, I've done this. I've went to universities like I think Stanford maybe, and like if you go through, so say for philosophy, psychology, you just go through and look at their textbook list. You can find books that they want their students to read, textbooks. You can go down, buy them yourself, read. I have about 230 books myself. I'm an avid reader, And, I try to learn as much as I can on my own. And if that's something that you're capable of doing, I would recommend doing that. And then you can take that, get a job, advance through your job quicker. So I would keep that in mind. Now, when looking at an investment of college, and let's say you want to go to a public university where it's going to cost, almost $10,000. There's other things to keep in mind with that. Is one, you get introduced to new experiences. You get introduced to new groups of people, new situations. So I think it can help broaden your horizons, and you can really get some benefits of going to college other than just getting out and making more money and having a degree, being better educated. So I do think you have to factor that in, but I still don't think with the high price of tuition that I would do that, because I don't think the benefits of the other things are enough to make up for it. And let's see here. That's another thing too. If you're an entrepreneur or something and you're wanting to start a business, start a YouTube channel, do something to make money, college education is not necessary. There's a lot of resources online that you can find to help you educate yourself, to give you tips on how to be successful doing certain things. One such free online education you could get is Khan Academy. It's a great organization. I've done some subjects on there, learned a little bit. It's very interesting. Not to mention, along with some of the universities putting their book list online, you can also find lectures on YouTube, full lectures from even prestigious universities online. So I would also look into that. Now, I would like to talk a little bit more about the $1.5 trillion debt too, because that really worries me going forward, especially with the amount of people going to college. How are we going to manage that? You can't declare bankruptcy. So, because the problem is with all these people going to college is that, yeah, you have more educated people. That's great. And, a lot of businesses may think, okay, we got a lot of educated people. That's great. Our business is going to thrive. But the degree of people coming out that have bachelor's, master's, it's just becoming inflated, saturated. The market is. And a lot of these people with bachelor's don't even get jobs doing what they went to school for. So now they're making less money. They have a ton of student loan debt. You got a mortgage, like I said, all these payments, and you're not even making money to pay it off in the long term, which would make the investment worth it. So that's kind of my thoughts right now on that, just briefly. I can make another video on that. Right now I'm kind of getting acclimated to it. So let me know what you guys think. Feel free to suggest another video or topic to do. I love doing research and reading. I could do book reviews, multiple other things. So feel free to leave a suggestion in the comments, and have a good day.